Hello everyone and welcome to In the Studio. On this episode I will be showing you how to take elements, rhythms, phrases that are in your track and make them more expressive and interesting using a simple technique with the peak controller. So let's get right to it. Here's what we're working with today. So we'll be applying this technique to that little stab sound. So this stab pluck sound is sent over here to a couple auxiliary tracks. It's running through a delay and a reverb. And you can hear there when I adjust the send amount, you can hear the reverb doing its thing. So what I'm going to do is add a peak controller onto the synth pluck. And then on this reverb send amount here, I'm going to right click, link to controller, and I'm going to apply this to the peak on the synth pluck peak controller that we just added. Hit accept. So now I'm going to pull this guy up here. I'm going to increase the bass to maybe about there because I still wanted to have a bass level reverb. And so essentially the louder notes are going to get a little bit more reverb. They're going to be sent through this reverb send at a higher percentage. And you could see the movement here when I play this back. Then you can adjust the volume or the intensity of that modulation here with the volume on the peak controller. So let's do a little A-B comparison. I'm going to leave this on for a second, play this back, and then I'll switch it off, switch it back on, switch it off a couple times so you can hear exactly the difference that it makes. So with it on, off, and on. Off, on, I hope you can hear there. It's pretty obvious on this one when I have that modulation running and it's adjusting the send amount on the reverb. It just has a more expressive and interesting feel to it, and there's a little bit more life and movement there. And when you take it out, it's just instantly more static and stale, and at least to me, less interesting. So that's just a simple way to create a little bit more of an expressive feel with some of your your synth parts or rhythms, or whatever it is that you choose to apply this technique on. It works on many things. And then you can also, doesn't have to be a reverb, you could do the same thing on a delay mix, maybe the delay feedback, maybe delay timing would be interesting. You can even stack multiple effects on one auxiliary track and do the same thing that we did here and modulate the send amount. And you could even do it the opposite way too, where the lower notes receive more spatial treatment or effect, and the higher notes, the louder notes, are a little bit more dry. However it is that you want to set that up. And then you can come in here into the piano roll and really adjust and pick and choose which notes you want to be accented with more reverb, right here as well. So that's just a easy and effective way to create a more expressive sound using the peak controller. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.